All right. Hello, friends, and welcome back to another exciting night of some Final Fantasy 14. Whoa. The last time that I played, I finally did my very first duty, or I guess duties, with actual players, and I wanted to chat with you guys about it because it was a big moment for me. It was a big night for me, and there are some things that I just feel like you guys should know. You should be proud of me. You should be like, why did you do that? I'm gonna like kind of go through it like it's statistics, I guess. I did around like 10 duties that night. I just kept going for it. The first one took 15 minutes until it finally popped up that I could do it. The second one took 10, and then everyone after that took somewhere between 1 and 5 minutes, which I thought was very interesting, statistics-wise, that they were so fast. The first one that I did was the Tamtara Deepcroft one, because I figured that was going to be the most popular, both in the fact that it would be like in roulettes, I think, and also it's one of the like first story. I mean, the first one that you do is Sestasha, but I needed an eye level of, what is it, 80 to get into Sestasha? I can't say it correctly tonight for some reason. And I had like 79. So I had to wait a little bit in order to get into it. So I was like, let's do Tamtara, because that's also one that is quite early on in the game. My Tamtara experience was not great. For it being the first duty that I have ever done with other people, it was kind of a train wreck. For one, I was just really nervous and I was messing up for some reason. I don't know what it was. Like, in my head, I felt fine, but in my fingers on my keyboard, I kept pressing the wrong buttons and I kept doing the wrong things, and I was just freaking the hell out. So it wasn't that great. I didn't die though. To be fair, it was all just in my head, but on screen, I didn't die. So was it really that bad? But also, the group that I was with were not very nice, we'll say that. And I'm not generally somebody who is mean talking about other people, other players in general. However, I may be a sprout. I know my sprout rights, okay? I know some things about this game and the community, and I know that you're kind of a fucking asshole if you don't let your sprout watch the cutscenes, right? If you do the boss battle, you start it up, because you know when you start it, it like comes up with that thing in the middle of the screen that says wherever place that you're in will close within like the next, I think it's 15 seconds. So I'm in the middle of this cutscene, which is, by the way, because the Tamtara cutscene, the Tamtara story is the one with Ida, the girl who her fiance died, and she was carrying around his head, and she was doing like this whole necromancy wedding thing. It has a story. I'm halfway through that cutscene when I get a notification that says that the boss area is now closed. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. I'm not leaving this cutscene just because you started the boss battle without me. I'm going to stand right here on the end, like outside the circle, and I'm just going to stare at you. Because how dare you? And I know that people who play this game think that's an asshole move. I know, but weirdly, it like after I finished the cutscene, it came up with something that was like, do you want to travel into the boss battle? Which I haven't seen in other people who like get stuck outside. Normally they're just stuck out there and they have to watch the battle. So I don't know if it was because I am a sprout or because it was Tamtara or what exactly it was, why the game let me in. But the game did let me in and I got to do the boss battle. But still, asshole move, I'm just saying. Other statistics randomly to tell you guys. 90% of the duties that I was in, or at least the ones that were dungeons, which I don't want to do the math, so just we'll say it's 90% or 9 out of 10 of the duties that I did, were wall-to-wall. I knew going into it what wall-to-wall meant, and I knew I was kind of prepared for the eventuality that I would do a wall-to-wall, but it was like all but one of the duties, all but one of the dungeons that I did. And so I thought that was very interesting. I know some people watch my series and they don't play the game themselves, which is very interesting. So I just want to like put a little definition. Blind leading the blind here. Wall to wall is when the tank is pulling like the aggro or pulling the enemies up until the point, you know how like just before you get into a boss battle or a mini boss for the dungeon or whatever, there's like that purple see-through wall that lets you know you're about to get into it. It is when the tank aggroes all of the enemies heading to that wall, and then just before that wall, everybody stops and they fight all of the enemies at once rather than going and doing them as you progress through the dungeon. Like I said, I knew that I was going to get like a couple of them, but it was 90% of the dungeons that I did, which I just found to be really interesting. The other fun and exciting thing that happened, I did the Chimera fight, which, by the way, I don't know if that fight is hard, but it took us 10 seconds. Legitimately, I do not think that that boss was alive for even 10 seconds, but we're gonna say 10 seconds to be nice. I got 2 commendations. That's what they're called, right? Hold on. If you go into my reputation, I got 3 of them. When was my 3rd? Because I know I got 2 during Chimera. I don't remember where I got my 3rd, but I got 2 of them doing Chimera. I don't know if that's because I'm a sprout and people were like, oh, good job, you did it. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. Or if I was just really fucking good at Chimera. But regardless, it only took like 10 seconds before it died, so I don't know. I think that was it for all of the things that I wanted to say. I can't think of anything else. I don't know, I've been like thinking about it in my head, and now I'm like, now that I'm actually here recording for it, I'm like, shit, what was all the stuff that I wanted to talk about? Oh no. But that was my night. I'm really glad that I didn't record for it. One, because I didn't want that multitasking, and I just remembered what it was. Bow. I got the Ifrit bow. Isn't that fun and exciting? I'm the one who got the drop. Yay! That's it. That's all that I wanted to say. I got fun, cool bow. Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't record for it because I wanted to just really focus on it, and I didn't want to need to multitask and like being a person and talking to the camera while also trying to do these things. But I'm also glad that I didn't record for it because my first duty that I have ever done was just awful for a variety of different reasons. But speaking of duties, and this might bite me in the ass, it is 9:30 p.m. so hopefully I figured that we would do the Gilgamesh battle because we're like halfway through that storyline and it just felt right to finish it. Even though we just started some more of like the actual story, I don't know, I don't want to leave it finished. Ooh, we got somebody in the party with me. Oh shit, it scares me every time. I get jump scared every time. I was legitimately playing like parallel play with my friend that night because I wanted emotional support, but I didn't want to have to like entertain anyone. Come on, I believe in you. Come on. And every single time one would pop up, I'd go, ah. So, okay, I'm nervous, but we can do this, I believe. And you'll hear that a lot as people talk in the chat. They're probably just saying like good luck and stuff. Uh-huh, okay. LOL, even better. Oh, this is a dungeon? No, we just need to walk over there. Very interesting. I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot that I was going to turn something off before I did this. Oh well. Okay. We are okay thus far. I really need to pay attention to...
Go on, Enkidu! It's Toad, your favorite!
Okay. Oh, interesting. Somebody got turned into a toad. I didn't know this was going to be voiced, so... I wanted to turn off battle effects for other people.
Fine, I admit it. Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me.
I don't know what we're gonna do here.
So. Ha! I lied! Have at thee! Why, I've been had! This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious. I, just remembered something.
Okay. We're moving on, I guess. I was setting things up, but I guess not. Go. Kind of do 2 things at once. There, here. Oh, there we go. All done. He has multiple chickens, I'm noticing.
I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding. An understanding that I will pound you silly! Ha-ha!
I like his little humming that he does. Ouch. Yeah, I do really need to turn off, like, everybody else's battle things. Oh, shoot. Oh, it's because I'm confused. Okay, even worse. Help. There we go. What is that, by the way? I'm got frogged. I got frogged. I can't do anything as a frog, but I am getting attacked by chickens. Just a little bit more. There we go. Should I... I will. Just kidding. I'm small. That's fun and exciting. Okay. Hold on, I'm little. Oh, that was weird. I like this. There we go. Is that it? Just 2 forms?
Well then. That's enough of a beating for now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very interesting. And I'm the only one here. That happened to me all the time in the last few dungeons that I did as well. It took us 5 minutes, I assume. I was the only one who was ever left at the very end. Where the hell am I? Okay, because I was in Gridania, but they took me here. And of course, me not knowing any of the mechanics or what was going to happen in that battle, of course, we're going to get a little bit not perfect, but I feel like I did pretty good. I'm proud of that, anyway. Alone, yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Okay. I really wasn't expecting that. Alright, let's go. Ah, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. Oh, I thought they were gonna hug. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. There you are, Inspector Briardian. Oh, why did you not wait for me at the docks? Huh. Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Oh, your face. Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Ooh. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? Oh, I think we're about to see. Oh. Oh, okay. Ooh, nice. Yoink. I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Briardian. Piss off, damn. 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine, I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue? A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well. I, and I alone, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon. I can't believe how much I love them. Go, let's go. I was about to do the same exact thing, damn. How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? Two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You are indeed a Manderville man. Yippee! Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the... I didn't know whether or not they were going to let me click to continue or not, because so much was happening. I was trying to read it really fast. Well, not really fast, but you know. Okay. Interesting. Okay. As I say, and this is where I get like the end credits or whatever we want to call these. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. Seeds of jealousy quicken within an inspector's soul. Ooh. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Manderville man find his Manderville wife? Oh no. Oh. What is up with this little thing? What's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Okay, go away. Get out of here. Grow. I meant to say gross. I just said grow. Huh. It's very interesting. So these... Each time that I get a credits scene like that, I did see, is when that section is over. I think there's 4 sections total. Maybe I was looking at the wiki. Don't be mean to me. Sometimes I look things up. And so... But I can just do them all at the same time. So that's what I'm gonna do. Ah, there you are. I've been doing some investigating of my own since we last parted. I believe I found our Lapis maiden. The girl's name is Arabella, daughter of one. Okay, I read it wrong and I got confused. Master Guremu, a prominent member of the East Aldenard Trading Company. Her eyes and hair a most exceptional shade of blue. Her beauty is the talk of the Sultanate. Her purported beauty, I should say. You see, none have actually seen the girl in the flesh. Apparently her father is the overprotective sort. Some say that the maiden has never set foot outside the family's well-guarded estate. But all this is about to change. Rumor has it that the girl is to be wed. And not just anyone, mind you, to the heir of the Bruguiere Consortium. The formal announcement is set to be made at a commemorative feast to be jointly hosted by the 2 family businesses. The venue is Costa del Sol, of course, where preparations are going on as we speak. Word on the street is that the bride-to-be will be making a rare public appearance. It is here that the thief intends to strike. I couldn't be more certain of it. Piqued your interest, have I? My sources tell me that the bride's father is already in Costa del Sol overseeing the preparations. This is one scoop I'm not going to miss, and you're welcome to come along. Okay. I mean, we will, but... Interesting that we're going from sword to woman? Ooh. Crab? You're not one of my associates. This banquet is for invited guests only. If you have no business here, be on your way, at once. Beg pardon, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter for the Mithril Eye. If I might have just a moment of... Ah, yes, that two-gill sensationalist rag. I read your tiresome screed about the self-styled phantom thief and his letter of challenge. That's 2 times in a row that I've gotten read and read mixed up. If you have come to tell me my daughter is in danger, I can assure you that your concern is entirely unwarranted. I have not kept my Arabella safe to this day to see her whisked away from me by some fly-by-the-night rogue. I have spared no expense in securing the best protection that money can buy. The brass blades of the Gerbera, an elite unit of the most lethal swordsmen in the Sultanate. They say one of them once caused a man's heart to burst just by looking at him askance. The moment they set eyes on the would-be thief will be his last. If the thief is obliging enough to allow himself to be seen, or do those goggles serve some other purpose than making the wearer look utterly ridiculous? Consulting Inspector Riardian, your reputation precedes you. And what, pray tell, would you propose? I have promised some of the wealthiest men in the realm that my daughter will be attending the festivities. I don't know this word, on my word. Obviously, like, to go back on my word, but I don't know how to pronounce it. And I don't know where to begin. Would have dire implications for the family trade. My proposal is a simple one. Entrust the investigation to me. The thief will be in shackles before the banquet commences, and it will cost you not a whit of your precious gil. I do like money. Very well. Let us see if your reputation is deserved. But consider yourself warned. Greater fortunes than you will ever know hinge upon this banquet. I will not tolerate any disturbances. You can tell when I get confused. Oh, hello. Such touching concern for his coin purse. If only he could muster the same for his daughter. But do tell, Inspector, after he slipped under our noses the last time, what makes you so confident that you can catch our thief this time around? You can do it, I believe in you. Our man may boast 1,000 faces, but he has a single modus operandi, and it's painfully obvious. A letter of challenge, a precious treasure whisked away from its rightful owner in the broad light of day. This tells me that our thief is an attention seeker with supreme confidence in his abilities. Doubtless he means to target the maiden using the same methods he used to abscond with the treaty blade. I doubt it, because I feel like he's not the same person who would do the same thing twice in a row. Even now, the fiend is in our midst, having assumed the identity of someone who will be in close proximity to Miss Arabella at the feast. I have already narrowed the field. Arabella's betrothed, Vance, would be an obvious target for our thief. So too would be his father, Morgan. I feel like if there's 2 of them together, they would know each other well enough. That would be really hard to pull off. Yalto Nolto and his wife, Seinana, again, if there's 2 of them, and they know each other really well, it'd be hard to pull off. The guests of honor will give a toast to the couple's happiness. Both will be standing close to the stage where the bride-to-be is set to appear. Needless to say, we cannot rule out Guguremu himself. Finally, we have Lumenhart, a steward of the Guguremu's estate, and Miss Arabella's personal attendant. All the key players, save for the Lapis Maiden herself, have it. What if they disguise themselves as her? Anyway, all the key players except for the Lapis Maiden herself have assembled in Costa del Sol. Doubtless the Phantom Thief lurks among them, his face concealed, gathering information and planning his course of attack. What do you have? It looked like a tail, but you're not. You look like a Hyur. So what is this? We will begin our questioning of the suspects immediately. Should you encounter any suspicious individuals, you are to report back to me at once. Fish. Hildibrand Manderville. I could smell the stench of idiocy and incompetence from a malm away. The pleasure is all mine, contriving Inspector Briardian. Forgive me for not revealing myself sooner. I was simply conducting a bit of preliminary undercover investigative work. Yet to see through my ingenious disguise with such ease. Yes, I dare say your powers of observation rival even my own. Fear not, friends. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have arrived to defend the maiden's honor as only a Manderville man can. He does realize there's still a fish on his head, doesn't he? Good, Inspector. I realize we have not seen eye to monocle in the past, but a fair maiden's virtue, mayhap her very life, is at stake. Is this comfortable for you? She would be behind me, where I am on the screen, so you guys would not be able to see her, but you could see her arm, I guess, so just know that she's there as well. From one gentleman to another, let us put aside our differences. Yes, I would welcome your assistance in this case. That fish is really staying on, huh? Me assist you? Aren't you a funny man? That makes no matter. My plan is so flawless that not even your bungling can interfere this time. If you wish to assist me, you may do so by keeping watch over the suspects. In the meantime, I have a promising lead to investigate. I shall return before the banquet begins. While I know this may be asking much, do try not to do anything too stupid in my absence, will you? I would speak with you, but not here. I will be waiting for you outside Costa del Sol, okay? Come quickly, for we do not have the luxury of time. Interesting. You know what I just thought, and this is kind of a behind-the-scenes thing, but would work out so well, is if I cut out what I was doing of the main quest, edit this instead, and then cut the main quest into like the episode after I finish all of these. So it's a little bit out of order. But then we're not randomly stopping the main quest to do this, because I haven't edited that episode yet. I think that's an idea. I think that's what I'm doing. Anyway, sorry. Do you still have the fish on top of your head? No, it looks like it's not there anymore. Is this the outside of... I would have thought it was back here. Hi. You've come. Excellent. With that buffoon suitably distracted, we can get to more important matters. But before we proceed, what might I call you? An unremarkable name, but it will suffice. Now answer me this, kid. You were there when the Phantom Thief, in the disguise of Lady Dorilda, stole off with the treaty blade. Was there anything about our foe's disguise that struck you as particularly noteworthy? Honestly, no, because it shocked me. I did not think that that was going to be in play. That's for me to know and for you to find out. I was not paying that much attention. I don't know about mannerisms, but probably appearance-wise would be the biggest thing for me, even if it wasn't like exactly identical. Like, I feel like you could get close enough because I didn't really care for her. The obvious answer, and yet all too many, a self-certain, self-styled gentleman comes to mind, could not recognize a clue if it hit them upside the face. Your observation is astute. A thorough inspection of the mask left behind at the scene revealed a tiny prism sewn into the fabric. It is this stone that allows him to change appearances at will. Clearly, our man is no ordinary thief. Magic's far outside the grasp of the common folk are at his disposal. This in itself gives us insight into his identity and his ways. And yet, this is not what caught my eye. No, from movements to mannerisms to that utterly obnoxious personality, the thief did not merely look like Lady Dorilda, he was her. Such a feat could not be accomplished by magical trickery alone. We're dealing with a clever and thorough criminal. Not content to rely on his ample powers of disguise, he studies his targets closely before assuming their identities. He emulates them utterly and completely, that not even their closest friends or family could detect that aught is amiss. I see. You're doing like the argument that even like the father and son duo could not know. All the key players arrived at Costa del Sol 3 days ago, when preparations for the banquet began. This would afford our thief more than enough time to study his would-be target. And yet some disguises are more challenging than others. Put yourself in the mind of our phantom, Kit. If you were the thief, whose identity would you first assume? My first thought is a brass blade. Because they're not a guest. They're not like as knowable. Precisely. Clearly, you are far less useless than the bumbling inspector whose company you keep. Strong in number, few of words, able to come and go as they please. A fearsome reputation to scare away any who would draw near enough to realize something was amiss. An ideal entry into Costa del Sol for our man. Deducting as much, I made a point to question brass blades in the area. Little to my surprise, I learned that there was one man who had not been seen at his favorite alehouse for the 3 past days. Ooh. Our thief has not made a habit of wanton murder. Doubtless the poor man is lying naked in a ditch not far from here. In addition to general security duties, each of the blades has been assigned to serve as bodyguard for one or more of the guests. If the man can tell us of his assigned charge, like as not, his answer will reveal the current identity of our thief. Okay. Our thief would not have had the time to carry the unconscious man far. I will canvass the immediate area. You begin your search on the outskirts of Costa del Sol. I mean, it has been 3 days, so. But what is this on the ground? Just in general, what is this on the ground? Just a flower? It was very purple. Strange. I'm going to assume that I want to go this way. Wow, that's quite far. Okay. Yet again with that hand, huh? What if I put it like this? No? We still look weird? Interesting. Where is this? I do have to go off-roading. We'll just have to deal with it. It's mostly hidden by the side of the screen anyway. Oh, a brass blade of the Gerbera. Are you naked? You are naked. Hello. You could totally stand and walk away, but... Excellent. You are one of the less incompetent assistants I have worked with. Thank you. Thank the gods. Please free me from these chains before the snippers eat me alive. There. Now, tell me all you can remember about what happened to you, and try to be brief. We just arrived in Costa del Sol, had a briefing of sorts. Master Guguremu gave us each our orders, who we'd be looking after and the like. Had a mind to go tour the area, get my bearings. Next thing I knew, I felt a thwack on the back of my head. When I came to, there I was, stripped to my skivvies. Much to the chagrin of those of us who have to look at you. Damn. You say you received orders from Master Guguremu, who was to be in charge. My memory is hazy, but one was Morgant, father of the groom, the other was a Lalafelian gent from Limsa. Why would you split them like that? Yaltanoto. Now try your best to remember. Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Why would you not do, like, either the father and son or the Lalafelian couple? Why would you do one from each? Were there any other guests with whom you were ordered to interact? Come to think of it, yes. There was also the steward, Leeuwenhart. I was to review with him the schedule of events, discuss the protection of key supplies, that sort of thing. Morgant, Yaltanoto, and Leeuwenhart. Thank you. For an incompetent fool, your testimony has proved astonishingly enlightening. I shall see this man back to the city and into the possession of some new clothes, after which I shall return to Costa del Sol to continue the investigation. Go on ahead of me, and for the love of the gods, just make sure that imbecile doesn't cause too much trouble in my absence. Damn. There you are, friend. And not a moment too soon, for I was about to commence my investigation in earnest. Tell me, did your and Inspector Briardian's avenue of inquiry bear fruit? Yes. Morgant, Yaltanoto, and the steward Leeuwenhart, you say? This does not surprise me. Yes, I had considered them all exceptionally suspicious from the start. With the Lapis Maiden in danger, we cannot afford a moment's delay. I, Hildibrand, shall have our thief in shackles before the inspector returns. Fear not, friend. The inspector shall be none the wiser. If he had hoped to nab the fiend for himself— I'm getting distracted by the people in the background. He should not have simplified the task for me so. There is one of our suspects standing suspiciously under that canopy over there. Just you wait, fiend. I shall rip the mask from your face and reveal you for the rogue you are. Okay. You're behind me? How did you do that? You went the other way. Stand back, friend. The man we pursue is a criminal mastermind. The merest slip of the tongue could put our case, nay, our very lives, in danger. But have no fear, Miss Ellie. Those are two separate sentences, but ready your quill that you might record my every word as I employ the time-honored art of parley, handed down from Manderville man of ages past, to reveal our foe. I can think of a few topics that would interest my readers less than your blatherings. Just catch the thief so I can have my story, would you? Oh, and don't worry, Inspector. I brought my quill and journal too. Your adoring fans won't miss a word. Capital. That is why you're my favorite assistant, not you. Now behold, as I ensnare our prey with a web of words leading to his inevitable demise. Good morning, Master Guguremu, and a fine morning it must be for you most of all. Allow me to offer my most heartfelt congratulations on your betrothal. To the enchanting Miss Arabella. What is this nonsense? Arabella is my daughter. Just who in the seven hells are you anyway? Guards! Guards! Now, hold your chocobos, Gugaremu. I recognize the lad. This is Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Come to save the lovely lass from the clutches of the phantom thief, have you? I reckon we owe the man our gratitude. Aye, Vance? The phantom thief? Balderdash and rot, if you ask me. That said, my betrothed must be quite the beauty indeed to have such rumors told about her. Okay. Perhaps she's worthy of me after all. Okay, I was gonna comment that y'all have never seen each other, but I guess. Can we say that this guy is the bad guy and we could just throw him into the ocean? Like, he exudes an unusual degree of confidence for such an effect. Fashion-challenged youth. I don't know any words that are French. I assume that's something that, like, it gets its basis in French because it's a word I don't know. Most suspicious. He's a damn sight easier on the eyes than you. Ooh, get him. That's me Vance, ever calm in the face of danger. Truly is his father's son. A worthy heir to the Bruguiere Consortium, and a worthy match for my daughter, I must say. Yes, I foresee many years of prosperity for our families. Or family, I should say. Ho ho! Which reminds me, Master Vance, Arabella asked me to convey her gratitude to you for the golden clasp you sent some months ago. It has not left her neck since the day. Oh, that little trinket was nothing. Tell your daughter the greatest treasures in the realm will be hers once we're wed. The time-honored Manderville art of parley? We'd be sleeping with the fishes now had Morgant not spoke up on your behalf. That said, nothing about the interactions between the three struck me as particularly unnatural. Ha ha ha. Let us not rush to conclusions, Miss Ellie. A gentleman fancies a more methodical approach. Yes, everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Whoops, I was supposed to be taking this down, wasn't I? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. I sought only to earn the trust of the families before confronting Yalto Nolto and Lewenhart, who have aroused my suspicion from the start. Come, we have a thief to apprehend. I've not seen your faces around here. With the East Aldenar Trading Company, are you? Why, yes, good sir, very much with them. Some might even say we are the East Aldenar Trading Company. Oh, pleasure to meet you. Do tell, is the Lapis Maiden as lovely as they say? Say, Nana here's no slouch herself, but like me, she's getting on in years. No offense intended, my dear. But where are me manners? Yalto Noto for the Bruguiere Consortium, and this is me wife, Saint Anna. I look forward to many profitable dealings with you and yours in the moons and years to come. I dare say this wedding and the joining together of our family businesses couldn't be happening at a better time. What with all the manner of fellow beasts and beastmen taking aim at our wares. Why, just the other day, a shipment of imported foodstuffs was waylaid by the Mandragoras. Nasty buggers, the lot of them. If I were 20 years younger, I'd dice them up myself and make a salad out of. You have heard of the Mandragoras, haven't you? But of course, I once spent a year honing body and mind with the fist of Rolger. My fellow monks and I would chant several hundred mantra whatsits a day. And your food stores were occasionally raided by the ruthless band of rogue vegetables known as the Mandragoras, yes? Would it kill you to read the Mithril Eye and educate yourself from time to time? A fearsome lot they are. Rumor has it they'll not rest until every fruit or vegetable harvested for consumption has been freed from captivity. That's kind of cute. Why, they struck at the larder here just days ago. Our supplies were decimated. Fear not, milady. I was able to arrange for an emergency shipment to replace the stolen produce. It arrived safely some time ago. Settle down, Saint Anna. Forgive me, wife. She's always saying how meat is bad for her figure. Oh. And with that, I best go prepare me speech. Carry on, lads. I don't know if that was laughing or crying. Criminy, none of those three were suspicious in the least, but we must not give up hope, lest he of many faces have the last laugh. Where there is a will, a gentleman shall find a way. Come, Nashu, we must move quickly, or the Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. You speak so fast, Inspector. The sign of a quick mind, I'm sure. And now, where was I? Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. The Lapis Maiden shall not be the only one to come to harm. I'm not sure that captures the Inspector's intended meaning. But this is no time for us to be standing around. Inspector Briardian will be back any moment now, and he's not the type to suffer excuses. Quite so, Miss Ellie. Fortunately, I have a plan. Let us investigate the foodstuffs of which Master Lewenhart spoke. Should we find any contradictions in his testimony, we can consider the man a prime suspect. Inspector Briardian will be back before long. Come, Nashu. This is no time to delay. Okay. The foodstuffs, as we all know, are located this way. And then this way. And further this way. Down here? Up? Down? Left? Right? Over here. You put your food supply right next to the water? Also, what are these? Acorns? Giant grapes? Crates of assorted foodstuffs and a veritable host of luscious-looking coconuts. If you say so. It appears that our man Lewenhart spoke true? Ye gads! Are those explosives I spy concealed among these coconuts? Perhaps I spoke in haste. It would appear that we have found our phantom thief after all. Oh, those are mine, Inspector. I was looking for a place to set them down, you see, and those coconuts were looking awfully lonely. Nashu, far be it from me to cast doubt on your choice of hobbies, but what in the name of the 12 would possess you to bring your creations to an investigation? Well, they were so helpful in jogging your memory that one time, and I just thought, does this mean you won't be needing this piece of driftwood either? Your enthusiasm is always admirable, Nashu, but in this event I fear it's somewhat misdirected. Now set the driftwood down over there and concentrate on taking your notes like the astute assistant you are. I say, we are most fortunate that confounding Inspector Briardian is otherwise occupied at the moment. Were he to chance upon this scene, he would veritably explode in rage. Now let us dispose of these things before an errant ember sends us all to fiery demise. Confounding Inspector Briardian, explode, a fiery demise. Got it. Are you sure about that? Uh-oh. Don't look now, but someone has returned at the absolute worst possible time. You two were supposed to be keeping an eye on the suspects and staying out of trouble, yes? The inspector will have a fit if he sees you here. But Miss Ellie, should Inspector Briardian come upon these explosives, the consequences will be even more dire. Kit and I will see that the inspector keeps a wide berth of this beach. You two just get out of here and be quick about it. Quick thinking, Miss Ellie. Come, Nashu. We shall return for your creations once Inspector Briardian has been led safely from the scene. Investigation calls us, and we must heed its cry. That one was quite long. For it all being one quest. Hello. Hmm. So Hildibrand has managed thus far not... What the hell? Sorry, there was a car going past my house, and it was like the loudest car in existence. I know that you guys didn't hear it because I didn't see my microphone pick up any of it. I have like the levels over here on the screen next to me. But it was... Either there's something wrong with your car or there's something wrong with you mentally. Anyway, Hildibrand has managed thus far not to destroy anything. Color me something most resembling impressed. Indeed. But enough about Hildibrand. Kit and I have been waiting to hear your latest theories. We should go somewhere quiet and... Damn. An excellent idea, Miss Ellie. Ah, yes, that spot just over there by the crates should suffice. There, of all places? But surely we could find somewhere more scenic. I'm not here on vacation. I'm here to solve a case. Besides, we cannot afford to have our conversation overheard. That junk-littered beach should afford us some welcome privacy. Yes, Inspector. Privacy indeed. Bloody hells. Don't worry, Kit. I'll figure out some way to lead him clear of the bombs. Okay. I mean, if I saw anything from that picture, he's just not looking at them, so surely it will be fine. Tell me about your thoughts. Only look this way. Stick. Is it just me, or is there a bit of a chill in the air? Perhaps we should go somewhere warm. I, for one, welcome a respite from the sweltering heat. Besides, this will not take long. If you insist, Inspector. Through the questioning of a brass blade attacked by our quarry, I have identified 3 individuals most likely to be our thief in disguise. To wit, Morgan Yaltonotol, I can't say the name, and Lewenhart. All 3 of us shall split up, with each of us keeping watch over... Ahem. Are the 2 of you listening? Of course we are. Beg pardon, Inspector. You look unwell, Miss Ellie. Perhaps you were right. I, too, feel a chill wind blowing in. Mayhap we should continue our conversation elsewhere. But there's no need. Wait here, I shall build us a fire. Lovely, thank you. Methinks the Inspector has taken leave of his senses. The chance of locating suitable kindling on these barren shores is infinitesimal. It's one of those words that I know, but I've never had to pronounce in my life, so... Here we are. This piece of driftwood should serve perfectly, and as fortune would have it, I just so happen to have a flint stone on my person. Ah, that was really fast. There is no cause for alarm. 'Tis not blood that courses through the Inspector's veins, but ice. I cannot fathom a series of events that would lead such a calm and composed individual to lose his firm grip on that fiery torch. Oh, I could. Remarkable insight, Inspector. I must record these words for posterity. No, tell me about it. Please. Oh. It's flying. Uh-oh. What have we here? Everything is proceeding according to my master plan. Could this be another challenge from the fiend? No, read the rest. I'm so curious and I want to know. Surely you jest, Inspector. It looks nothing like his usual cards, see? Doubtless it's just the idle ravings of some madman. Perhaps so, but we must exercise due caution. Ah, there are 2 more pages. Don't. Hold your nose. Give up hope. He of many faces will laugh last. It is not the lapis maiden alone that shall come to harm. It's more direct than his previous challenges, but there can be no doubt as to the sender. But what is this talk of another victim? The final page holds the answer, no doubt. The final page? Ooh. Confounding Inspector Briardian will meet a fiery demise. Don't. Ah! Oh wow, I really didn't think that that was going to get him to throw it. Oh my god, let's go! Oh shit, but who's gonna save her? I don't think that you need it. Oh. Bonk. Oh. Perfect. Just don't move. Don't. Ugh. I knew it was gonna happen regardless. Well, that doesn't look good for our pay, but to be fair, Briardian did say that he didn't want to be paid. So, and you're back to your clothes being all messed up. But at least it looks like you're the only one who was affected, so. You saw through the fiend's ruse, but how? Let's just call it reporter's intuition. Are you hurt? A ringing in my ears, but otherwise no worse for the wear. You have my gratitude. Nope, he made it out. Hildibrand Manderville. Were you able to learn aught of the fiend who made this ignoble attempt on my life? I thought you were going to be a little bit more angry with him. I exhausted every effort, Inspector, yet I fear our query proves ever elusive. Excellent. I might have died of shock if you had. At any rate, our foe has revealed himself as no mere thief, but a madman who will resort to cold-blooded murder. We must redouble our vigilance, lest the others come to harm. Vigilance. Yes, vigilance is the order of the day. Hi. What in the name of the gods? Thal's teeth! Those vegetables cost a fortune. And they're ruined. You put them next to the ocean. At high tide, they could have just been swept away. If anything, they were ruined by you putting them on the beach. They're gonna be salty now. Agent of inquiry, more like agent of injury and incompetence. You are to replace the supplies that you destroyed before the banquet begins, or I will see the entire lot of you rot in gall. Oh man, that means me too. To be fair, this is a shitty place to put your veggies.